Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got another Team of the Year upgrade today for today's content. We also got a big icon upgrade. I mentioned it on my video over the weekend. Icons now go up to the highest tier to whatever the latest card is released. So we got another 90 overall master icon that did have a couple tiers get jumped. So we'll go over that as well. Guys, if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe for the most up-to-date news, tips, and info. All right, let's get into the video. All right, we'll kick things off with the new Superstar Origin card, and we have a free-to-play banger card here. The 85 overall Liam FOUDY, 6'2", has Light the Lamp and Applesauce, two pretty good synergies, as well as Born Leader and Wheels. It's actually really important to note this. If you have a starter team, you've just started making your Hockey Ultimate team, maybe at Christmas time, this is a nice card to go after. He's 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 92 agility. Balance can get up to 90 with synergies. His shot is in the high 80s, and then everything else is kind of mediocre. But if you don't have a lot of cards that have great zone abilities, Wheels on Liam FOUDY, who's got 93 speed, is viable. And then if he's going to be on your first line, Born Leader is actually a really nice superstar ability if you score a lot. Again, with your first line, having players that have Born Leader is pretty good for the cost there. So a nice, cheaper card for the 85 Liam FOUDY. Then we've got the 87 Nick Jensen, the 6-foot right-handed defenseman with elite edges and shutdown. Again, not a bad card for anyone that's still building up their team. He's got distributor, getting his speed up to 90, 88 acceleration, and then he has shutdown as his zone ability, which is one of the best. We've seen it on the Team of the Year, Victor Hedman. He's got 95 stick checking with synergies activated and 90 defensive awareness. This is a great right-handed defenseman for anyone that is looking for like a non-master set card. We'll take a look if there's any on the marketplace. It was just released, so there probably isn't. 38K, that's not a bad price at all. That's the minimum for 87 overalls. Definitely a good value. Then we've got the 90 overall Sebastian Aho with Spark and Thief, as well as Heart and Soul. So with Spark activated, he gets up to 92 acceleration, body checking up a little bit more as well, and 90 speed. With his shot accuracy and power in the 90s, as well as his hand stat at 94. This is a pretty good card. Now, I'm not going to lie. Normally, skating synergies trump everything else. But Thief on this card, with the fact that he's got Quick Draw as a zone ability, makes him a very interesting centerman. Quick Draw is a very underused. There's not a lot of cards that have the gold Quick Draw ability. I think I was just mentioning it on my other videos. And that makes him very interesting at center. He doesn't need as much speed because you're going to play him up the middle where it's not as required. And then he's got 97 defensive awareness, 99 stick checking, and 91 face-off rating. Really good combination here, and a very interesting card in the 90 overall Sebastian Aho for anyone that's looking for a center. And then we've got the 90 overall Eric Lindros from the New York Rangers with Fly the Zone and Workhorse, as well as Magician. Again, speed is not really necessary on center, but 86 overall is awfully tough, even given the fact that he's 6'4", which is phenomenal, with 94 body checking. His defensive stats, though, defensive awareness, stick checking, and faceoffs aren't incredible, given that his speed, you've got to sacrifice a lot. Now, however, you could use Fly the Zone on him, but then his acceleration is down to 86. It's going to be, a give or take here what you want. Probably want to use Fly the Zone because it does improve his face-off rating as well. This is an interesting one. It's going to be awfully tough, though. He's got great balance at 95, so he can really cycle the zone well. And Truculence is one of the better zone abilities, so I would love to try him out. For anyone that actually gets to, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, because, again, the speed is really hard to use. But again, if you want to use him in your own zone or maybe as like a third or fourth line centerman, this could be nice. Now, with him getting that 90 overall, he does jump up 2 tiers to the 90 overall on his master icon card. Now, he has Booming Shot, which would get his agility up as well as his body checking. He's got Distributor, but then Heart and Soul is the last one. And while that does help with face-offs, the rest, it just really doesn't do much for him. I mean, I guess with balance, but Heart and Soul is just one that's really tough to justify activating. Big Rig is nice, but you kind of want it on wingers. And then Close Quarters is okay, as is Tape to Tape. That's a great one, but same situation. 88 speed. Just not enough here. I don't think it's worth the immense cost to get up. So this wouldn't be one that I would go after. I mentioned in the Icon video over the weekend, like Newendike I'd much rather have than Eric Lindros. Take a look at Sebastian Aho's X Factor card. now up at 90 overall. He does have distributor, so he's got 92 speed with protector or booming shot, which I'd recommend because his body checking is a little low. And then he does have thief as his third one, so he is becoming quite a good centerman. But I'm not even gonna lie, like, I still don't think it's nearly worth it because now he's getting to the 90, so all of his upgrades are going to be at least 3 overall. I would probably abandon ship on Sebastian Aho's X Factor card. And honestly, that 90 overall Superstar Origin one, if you're going to play him at center, is low-key gross with that gold zone ability. So just keep that in mind. I think Aho is one of those X Factors that I talked about where he's just not one of the elite ones, and the cost being what it is, just not worth it. On to today's prime times, and we've got the 89 Trevor ZEGRAS with booming shot and light the lamp and elite edges. This is a really nice left-handed winger card, honestly. 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 96 agility, and I love elite edges. If he's high in your lineup, this would be worth activating. His shot is above 90. His hand stats are all above 93. Just a really good left-handed winger card. Like, I think that this might surprise people, and because it's an 89 and not an 88, there should be a little bit of a discount on it, so you could get him probably for like 45,000 coins, roughly, and I think that is definitely a value that's not bad in this game so far. Then we've got KADRI at 89 overall. Does have buzzing, which would get his speed to 90 as well as his agility up, and then you combine that with booming shot, and his agility is almost maxed. Not a bad centerman card. I mentioned that in my under 50,000 coin budget video. The 88 16-bit one is actually a pretty decent value. So if he's not going to go for much more than that, tape to tape's a good synergy. Really well-rounded card. I would rather have this than like the base Sidney Crosby, for example, if you're trying to compare. I'm just trying to find comparables. But not a bad card, especially if you're going to use him on center. And then lastly, we've got the 94 Brad Marchand with Workhorse and Fly the Zone, which is obviously awesome that he gets 2 skating synergies. Shut down and make it snappy. Make it snappy is just not worth it. Shutdown isn't bad, but I'd much rather have it on defenseman or centerman. 92 speed, 92 acceleration. That, you can't really complain about that. But at 5'9", it's not enough. It's why Brad Marchand cards are always some of the worst builds in the game, and everything else is phenomenal on him, but we've noticed with like Adam Fox, for example, that even with a high body checking stat, smaller players just can't bump anyone off the puck in their own zone. Not that wingers are required to, but still, it's been pretty tough with Brad Marchand the last couple years in terms of Hockey Ultimate Team, and this one really doesn't make it any better. Taking a look at his new Team of the Year upgrade, for anyone that did get that Brad Marchand card, all like 7 of you. I'm just kidding, Bruins fans. I'm just kidding. Relax. We've got Distributor, Fly the Zone, and Spark. Obviously awesome that gets 3 speed synergies. And 94 speed, 92 acceleration is a little bit better to stomach. And when you combine it with the fact he's got tape to tape and quick pick as superstar abilities, that's not bad. Like, for anyone that has his Team of the Year, it's not, you know, this isn't terrible at all. When he goes up next, I mean, he at 90, if he's 94 right now, like 94 overall, at 99, you're looking at 2.5 more, so maybe 96 speed, maybe 97, and then like 96 acceleration. And again, when you're comparing that all the other cards at the end game are going to be around 96 to 99 speed, having him 5'9" is just such a detriment to you. So tough again, but still, this isn't a bad card right now, especially with his speed now. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's content. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.